So call me a cynic if you will, but I'm really wondering, when did going to concerts become an activity for the rich? Because the prices for concert tickets, especially post COVID, have just been so astronomical. And it is something that's bothered me kind of like internally, or I've discussed it with, my wife or whatnot, but it's not something I've really talked about publicly. But we've been having more and more conversations about this, and it's more when I'm talking about concerts that I went to when I was a kid, especially, a young teenager and a young adult, where I built these core memories where I got to see my favorite bands, play. And I'm thinking about how many young kids are not going to be able to see their favorite artists now because their parents just can't afford the tickets. Because if a kid, say, wanted to go watch a concert here in Toronto, they want to go to the Coldplay concert, or one of those type of Oasis coming back, it's like 2 weeks worth of groceries to buy two tickets. And I'm thinking about when I went and saw Green Day at the Warehouse, like in 2002. I think I paid like $30 for my ticket. 2 years ago, when my daughter was 17, she wanted to buy me Green Day tickets for Father's Day, God bless her heart. And I think tickets started at like $300 for nosebleeds. And I just think that an entire generation is being classed out of live music. And it's why I'm always telling people, like, go to like those local shows and go to those $25 festivals and go see the up and coming bands, because at some point they may hit it big and you'll be able to afford their tickets. But even like to go see a punk band like Green Day, who's always been like anti-establishment, anti-man, and fighting for the little people, the fact that they're allowing their prices to go out there. And I'm not saying that artists don't deserve to get paid, and I think it's more than reasonable to pay like $75 to $100, even $150 for a ticket, depending where you're sitting and who you're seeing. But when we're starting at $300 for nosebleeds, like, that's ludicrous. And there's so many people that aren't gonna be able to see music, and I think it's an injustice because music is such a big part of society and a big part of who we are as people, and it needs to be fixed. And shout out to all the artists out there that are just playing music to play music, the ones who haven't hit it big yet, and the ones that are playing the local free shows or playing the $15 covers or $25 covers, because you guys are the ones that are keeping live music a thing. You guys are keeping live music alive, because at some point there's going to be an entire generation that's not going to know what it's like to go to a concert, and they're not going to have the ambition to want to go because it's never been a part of their memories.